Hey everybody, we're on our Saturday excursion off, which means that we're going to Cracker Barrel because that's one of our favorite places right there.
Tell them what time we woke up.
We woke up at like 1:30, and that's because we didn't go to bed till 6. We've been at, we went to South Carolina last night. Of course, Dr. Trim preached at the women's conference at Redemption. And then we drove her to a hotel next to the airport. And then we sold pretty much every product at Redemption. So she was headed to Florida this morning at 6 a.m. to preach this morning. And so we went all the way back to the office on the other side of town, packed a new suitcase, and drove all the way back and delivered that suitcase so that she could get on the plane with more product for Florida, because the women are gonna want some books. And then we drove all the way home, and by the time we got home and got into bed, it was like 6 in the morning. So needless to say, we slept like a rock. And so now we're headed for a really, really late breakfast at Cracker Barrel, but we're gonna enjoy our day. We are gonna spend a Babies R Us gift card, and we are going to maybe see a movie and chill out. It's been a fun weekend thus far.
And my voice is still coming back, so I let Brian do all the talking, because people are like, oh, you're pregnant, your voice must have changed. And I'm like, no. I've never heard of a voice change. Dr. Trim was like, oh, your voice is getting lower. And I'm like, no, this is not me. This is just a little cold that I had. So, no voice change here. So it's almost a wrap for us for the day. We went to Cracker Barrel, we ate some good food, and then we went to the store. We had a gift card to Toys R Us, so we got a few things, and then we went and saw the movie, what is it called, Sully? Mm-hmm. It's a really good movie. It's about the pilot that actually landed the plane on the Hudson River. That was like a few years ago. So I thought it was really interesting. Ryan thought that it didn't have enough action, but I thought it was awesome because the pilot was played by Tom Hanks, and he's a great actor. Now I'm just enjoying some peanuts. I finally found some raw ones. I feel like the toasted ones, you can only eat like a couple, and then you feel like you ate some butter or something. But the raw ones are great. So now we're just chilling at home. Hi everyone. Feels like it's been a while since I've actually vlogged. We just kind of had a few busy days and a few things that we had to do, and so vlogging was just not my focus at that time. But I'm actually sitting on our porch, and today is Sunday the 26th, I believe, 25th or 26th of September, and I'm actually by myself today because Ryan is in Virginia helping Dr. Trim, of course, ministering. And so I decided to go for a good extensive walk. My calf muscle for some reason feels like I've experienced Charlie horse, and it's extremely sore. I don't understand why, and it's just like one of my legs. So I'm not sure if I'm experiencing that from pregnancy or what. But there was one day last week, or this week actually, that I woke up in the middle of the night and my calf was spasming, and I grabbed it. Like, it was literally like 2 o'clock in the morning, and it wasn't like I was laying weird, because I was laying on my side. and I always have a pillow like between my legs, and it was spasming, and like all of a sudden my foot just went like flat, and that stopped it. But I grabbed it and I was like, what was that? Like, that was so strange. And I think we might have walked only one time this week, so I'm not sure why I was spasming, but I need to go for more extensive walks. But just a quick update, I'm actually going to be 33 weeks this coming Wednesday, so in 3 days. Time is actually really flying, and of course I feel like she's kind of dropped lower, because I kind of have a feeling of going to the bathroom more often, even though when I go it's not like a lot. But when she moves around, I kind of almost feel her in my pelvic area. It's like so strange. But I'm not an imagination person, I guess you can say. Like, I don't sit there and imagine, you know, how's she gonna look like, or whose eyes she's gonna have, or, you know, we've talked about it before with Ryan, but I think Ryan is more of a creative mindset. I just kind of do what's in front of me, and I know, you know, it's good to enjoy your time, and I'm enjoying my time being pregnant. But honestly, I'm ready to be able to run and work out and do cardio. I know some people hate to do the workouts, but it actually makes me feel a lot better. Even taking walks like this right now with my belly, even though sometimes it can be hard because I'm kind of wobbling back and forth, and just the breathing kind of can get a little heavy, and of course the pressure. So I try not to drink before I go, like drink water, and then by the time we're almost done, I have like this urge coming on me, like I really gotta go pee. So not a big deal. It's still good. It definitely helps with the circulation, and been eating a lot of fruit, which is good. But actually sitting on my stairs, and I gotta show you guys, this is just disgusting, but I have this, I don't know if it's a bird or if it's a pigeon. I'm assuming it's a pigeon because of the feathers, but it picks this one step, and it's the same step every time. I think I already washed it about 2 times this week. It just decides to poop all over my step. I mean, I guess there's not enough grass for them to poop. They just really love my stairs. So thank you so much for leaving this, you know. And it's embarrassing because if I have like people coming over and I forget to wash it, people are like, what is that? Do you guys have a cat or something? And I'm like, nope, this bird just picked this one stair and decides to take a dump here all the time. So I need to find that bird. I don't ever see it throughout the day. I know we have a tree up here, but I mean, come on, like, get on the tree. Get on the tree, poop on the tree. There's plenty of grass over there. But don't use my stairs. Come on now. So I know it's a bit dark in our living room. Our lights are just not as bright, but I just finished the walk. We did about 2.4 miles, and of course I had to take a pee break in between because of all the pressure, and I didn't want to accidentally pee on myself. So you gotta do what you gotta do. But I was gonna show you guys, after I come and walk, usually I use resistance bands. They're a great workout for your arms, just to tone them. You know, I don't think it's a good idea to lift weights when you're pregnant. Some people do. Some people continue on throughout even the last weeks of the pregnancy. You have to kind of gauge yourself and figure out what works for you, what doesn't work for you, you know, and what intensity you can handle. So I don't think it's healthy for me to do those kind of weights. So I definitely do resistance bands. I do some push-ups, you know, squats and all that stuff. But of course with my push-ups, because my belly's growing, I can't really reach the floor all the way like you should. So I just use my knees, and I instead of, you know, standing on your tiptoes, you drop your knees, and that way, you know, you're not putting that much pressure on your arms, but you're still getting a good workout. Oh, and then another thing, I created this for Ryan. So some of you don't know, but I have this huge bear on my wall, and of course I found it at Target. It was a long time ago, and a lot of people that walk in here think that it's a polar bear. It's not. It's a regular bear. I just painted it white so it stands out more, and so it looks a little bit more like porcelain, because it looks really heavy, but it wasn't heavy, and it was all black. So, and it is kind of smiling. But our mascot is Bear, because ever since we've dated, which for some of you that don't know, we've actually been together for actually going on like 4 years now as far as dating, but we've been married for going on 3 years this October. I'm about to turn on the lights. So he always called me Mama Bear. I don't know why. That's just something that kind of stuck. And then I always called him Papa Bear. And one of our favorite snacks was these original gummy bears, you know, the Haribo. So Ryan is coming back home tomorrow, and I wanted to give him this little gift, because you know sometimes in a relationship it's little gifts and little things that you can do to let that person know that you were thinking of them the whole time they were gone, to make them feel at home and feel special. So I did this, and I stuck this little thing on there, and it says, "Life without you is unbearable." And I quote, "Bear." It wasn't my idea. I wish it was, but I saw it on Pinterest, and I thought it was super cute to do something like that. So, and I love how when you glue the little heart, it's like the bear is actually holding the heart. So just a little surprise when he comes home tomorrow. But I'm actually getting ready to take a little bath, just because when Ryan is home, he likes me to hang around with him when he's watching TV. And so I try to, you know, either finish some stuff here in the kitchen, or do some blogging while sitting beside him, so he feels like I'm actually with him. That way I spend a little bit more time with him, since he works all day and then comes home and a lot of times just wants to relax. So that's pretty much it. So I'm about to get my bath on and then probably try to do my nails. And the reason I'm saying try is because last time I did it, I had to sit on the side of the bathtub, and you know, with the belly, it's kind of hard to lean forward more. So it's a little bit more challenging. I don't get pedicures at like a regular salon. I mean, once in a while, Ryan will treat me. And it's not like I expect to do it all the time, because I don't want to. I just feel like it takes such a long time to be at the salon when I do it myself, and I'm able to, you know, do my own, cuticles, and then do several layers, and I do it really good where it stays on for, you know, several weeks, especially because your toenails don't grow that fast. So that's kind of my routine when I do take a bath. And I know a lot of you guys would probably tell me, you know, that's a no-no for a pregnant woman, and I've heard it all. But again, just like with the exercise, you want to make sure you gauge yourself. I'm not taking a hot bath. It's a very like lukewarm bath with Epsom salt, which I've read is very good for you, for your muscles, for your lower back, because you just put so much strain on it. And then especially my calf muscle, like I said before, I had like a Charlie horse like earlier this week, and so my leg was spasming, so now it's kind of sore, but I'm feeling it much better and looser now that I took a walk. So usually when I take a bath, I feel kind of drowsy and want to go to sleep. So as soon as I get that done and do my nails and get ready for bed, oh, and then I do a face mask, because my skin has been feeling a little weird, and it's probably because I've been eating a lot of dairy. more than usual. I usually don't let myself, you know, drink regular milk or eat a lot of cheese, but I've been into cheese and milk lately, and it's probably because I'm pregnant and just are in need of a lot of vitamin D, so praise the Lord. I'll have to definitely cut off a lot of that portion when I do give birth, even though I am planning to breastfeed, so I might have to stick with it a little bit, just not as much as I am doing now. But yeah, that's pretty much the update. But I wanted to show you guys this little cute thing. So that's our little mascot, and that's kind of our little treat that we give each other once in a while. So excited for him to come home. So today is Monday and I am making dinner. It's kind of hard to record while you're trying to hold a camera and flip at the same time. But just making potatoes. In olive oil, and then some lemon, mustard, and lemon pepper. I guess you can call it lemon pepper chicken. So that's pretty much done. I'm actually going to go pick up Ryan right now. And thankfully I don't have to drive to the airport, but going to just a friend's house to pick him up. And then for dessert, made these little things. And those of you who are probably Ukrainian or Russian know what that is. But it's basically waffles with cooked condensed milk. And those waffles, I don't know where you can buy them from, but as far as like local store, I've only found them in European stores, and they just come in the pack. And then the condensed milk, you just put in the boiling water and cook it for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours, and it turns like this caramel brown instead of like that liquidy. Some people put jam in the middle layer. I don't really like jam, so it's kind of a nice dessert for when you're having tea or coffee. So that's one dessert. It's already burning a little bit. I'll flip it over and go ahead and go so I'm not late. But today was a cleaning day. I don't know if you can tell. My kitchen's pretty clean, except now I have a little bit more of dishes again. But I got to wash the floor and clean the restrooms. You know, sometimes men come home and they're like, so what you been up to? I'm like, lots of stuff. I mean, you got crispy white sheets on the bed. Your clothes are folded and washed. It's vacuumed. The floors are washed, you know. Dinner's cooked. It all takes time. But we're about to go downstairs. I think everything's locked. Yep. Lights down. I kind of like how peaceful and quiet our house is. A lot of times, you know, even during the day or afternoon, it can be a little dark. So, set my alarm. And off we go. You know what I forgot? I gotta grab the friend's pillow. Oh, we're in the car. It's my little car seat. And I gotta go back inside.